G'day everybody, Sam Marwood here from Cultivate Farms and welcome to episode 44 of Cultivate Farms TV. And here I am in Sydney. I'm sitting on near the Convention Wharf, just the opposite side of the Harbour Bridge and the Sydney Opera House. Beautiful spot, love getting to Sydney and just here for the day. So AMP Tomorrow Fund, which we were a recipient, launching again for this year. So if anyone of you are doing awesome things, I recommend you apply for that. So just coming to the launch of that and get to spruik you guys again to some financial advisors with AMP. So hopefully that opens some doors to more money for you all. This week, let's get cracking. Episode 44, summary. We're doing more on this livestock investment matchmaking, how we're heading into that world as well. Pathway program for awesome farmers, working with farm investors for a couple of years, and I'll unpack that one. And developing our first brand, or developing a brand for Cultivate Farms to help your farms that we match be even more profitable. So let's get stuck into it. 255 registrations, that's 4 more than last week, which is awesome. So welcome to those 4 new people. Thank you for signing up. Becoming a member means that we catch up on the phone. We talk about your farm pathway, and also it allows you to pitch your farm to investors, which is the one thing you want. We know you want to own a farm, you need investors to back you, and that helps you open doors. It also helps us get our up and running, so it will help. That money will go straight to building our upgraded website with a match grant that we're receiving. I'll unpack that a bit more. So please do sign up, tell your friends and family. It's $150 a year now. It'll be $400 plus once this beta website gets loaded. So if you want to save money, sign up now. We hope to have the website up hopefully in a month or so. So our first farm match, last week I told you about that, and might have been the week before, which is awesome. So we have an investor wanting to back aspiring farmers. We're great people, and we're working through the details now. I'm working on either side, making sure both parties are really happy with how it's unfolding. I just wanted to give you an insight of what those discussions are. One of them is around the business structure. So we're looking at setting up 2 entities, one that owns the business and one that owns the land. And the business pays a basic lease to the landholders, which is a nice clean cut way of setting up. So the way this is arranged, that the investor owns half of the business with the aspiring farmer who's already got a bit of a business already. And then the investor is buying the land that they own 100% of. But the aim is over 10-20 years that the aspiring farmer buys in to own half of that farm. So it's a real 50-50 shared value proposition, which is awesome. This is what the investor instigated, and they want to share the value and the upside with them, which is so good to see. And so we're working through that, and this will be a bit of a template for you guys, hopefully into the future as well, different arrangements that can be set up. So livestock matchmaking, we might have been 6 months ago, I mentioned we're doing something along these lines. So we know it's hard for you guys to get capital. So if you've got a lease, for example, where do you find the capital to buy cattle or sheep or whatever you want, llamas, to put on that farm? And it's still an issue, and banks struggle to invest or fund that as well. So we're looking at a livestock matchmaking service similar to Cultivate Farms, really, where it's about matching with investors who want to buy cattle or whatever the livestock might be, and you lease it and you share in either the profits or you keep the progeny, that sort of stuff. So working with a couple of mates on developing that over the next 6 months. So we're going to be doing a survey at some stage, so I'll send that out to you guys. I'd love your feedback on that livestock financing side of things. So keep a lookout for that. Very exciting. Love the doors that Cultivate Farms is opening for us to have these sort of discussions. What else we got here? Banks and gap equity. So I've been talking to a number of banks. I reckon nearly spoken to all the major banks, and we'd love to speak to more. So if you work for a bank, get in touch. And I spoke to one in particular the other day, and they wanted an update of what's happening. And I just said, look, there's no solutions out there for young people. You guys offer a 50% debt, which is massive, which is great, but where's that gap in equity between their savings and what you loan them going to come from? And that's the big issue. So hopefully conveyed to them that's what we're trying to solve here, is that gap equity issue. I'm trying to get them to really commit and back what we're doing, but it's just a struggle. They're obviously big machines, so I'll just keep plugging away at convincing all these banks that we're onto something big. What I've done though is sent them the investment template, so they're going to give us feedback on what they want to see in that investment template, which aligns with what you need to provide anyway if you go for a loan. So if we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone there, where you are pitching your farm as well as being able to meet the requirements of the bank. Because I think a lot of these investment opportunities you're going to be pulling together will have debt in as part of them. I think it's a really great choice, probably about a third maybe. be a good debt ratio. So if we can make it really efficient for banks, and then also we're bringing to banks debt on a plate, really, with your awesome pitches, I think what's not to love about what we're doing, not only for investors, but also for banks. So just letting you know, we are talking to as many people as we can to find you the money you need. Next, developing a brand for Cultivate. So we've always thought about this, that if we've got this business that's making it possible for young people to own a farm, that there's going to get a lot of credibility, a big reputation, and we want to be able to use that well after we've matched you onto your farm. So we're underway in developing type of a brand or something, which is an investigation that if people know us as the ones getting you onto your dream farm, how can we use that to leverage better returns for you, better profits when you sell your produce, better opportunities, corporate opportunities, with manufacturers or suppliers or people who supply you the inputs for your farm. We're trying to think, how do we offer even more value once your farm is set up? So just to let you know, there's some background thinking around all of that because we know we're going to match a lot of farms and we want to provide that ongoing value. How farm advisors can use Cultivate Farms. So we've been talking to a number of farm advisors, so agronomists across the country, and they love what we're doing because they want to get more work providing management advice to farms and farmers, and we encourage that for every farm we set up, that there be some sort of third-party independent advisor. It's also help with governance as well with you and investors or the retiring farmer. So we want that set up, but also we want these, so if you're a farm advisor, we want you to reach out and have a chat about those opportunities, but also we want you to leverage Cultivate Farms to pretty much set yourself up for life in terms of work. So you must know, as a farm advisor, you know the landscape really well. You know what retiring farmers are out there, what farms are good value, and also who the aspiring farmers are that really are awesome and just need a bit of a hand up. And you could be pulling together pitches and guiding that whole process and stitching it up so you have the ongoing management. You can even have buy into the farm as well, or whatever you want to do. But I think these farm advisors just have so much ability here to find great opportunities for investors and aspiring farmers across the country. So I just want to encourage anyone who's in the farming business and knows that they could pull these proposals together or help the aspiring farmer pull it together, get in touch. This is exactly what we're going to do, and we think we're creating more jobs, more opportunities for more people in regional Australia. Have you set up your realestate.com.au alert? If not, pause this now and do it right now. We keep telling you that we need you to be out there hunting for farms. You need to know the farm landscape better than anyone else. You need to know it better than real estate agents. You need to know who's going to be selling their farm in a year's time, or who's going to sell it in 10 years, who's going to die on their farm, who's going to stay there forever. Those are the things. You should know the landscape. And you should also have a good feel for what's a good farm and what's a good value. And so you should have your farm alert set up so you can assess those farms, get to know it, and then find that farm that you really want to pitch. And you'll be able to go, I know this is an awesome farm, it's a great spot. I know we can get this for a good price. I'm going to go for it. You need to be on top of it. You need to be every couple of days on realestate.com.au checking through the alerts and seeing what's out there. I need you on top of it, and you need you to be pitching these farms. It's all in your hands, guys. You should be out there hustling. And how many real estate agents do you know? You should know them all. You should be best mates with them. You should be having dinner with them and getting their insights into the landscape and farm ownership landscape. So just want to encourage you, get out there, hustle. How much do you want your farm? You need to be opening doors for yourself to find these opportunities. Pathway program. We're talking to a bunch of investors who are buying farms across the country, who are amazing people, in it for all the right reasons, and love what we're doing at Cultivate Farms. And we're talking right now about setting up a type of a pathway program, which I don't think has been set up before. I might have mentioned it in an earlier video, but these guys want to have a crack at it. So it'd be a standard farm worker job, even farm manager. Deliberately get your skills up so you can be farm ready. So in 3 years' time, you've learned everything they know. You're an awesome operator, and they know they're going to lose you, but they're not going to lose you to someone else. They're going to help you, back you, if you're good enough, onto your own farm, because they know you're a known entity and you've got all the skills that they're after. And I just think this is awesome, and I want to set up more and more of these programs. So traditional farm ownership, farm jobs are work on the farm and they expect you to work there forever and never have any ownership. This is a bit different. We're saying, yeah, work on a farm, you just get a wage, and that might be all you want anyway, and that's fine. But you'll not only will you get a wage, you'll learn all their skills, and with us there alongside you whole time, getting you thinking about getting onto your dream farm, and they could potentially finance you onto it. So Love it so much. So we're going to be writing that up as well, and we'll give you details on that. So if that is of interest to you, you love the sound of that, a job for 3 years working with some awesome people, please get in touch, knowing that it's going to get you onto your dream farm. 2 more things, guys. Podcast, please go check it out. Subscribe button, the link is there. We're putting everything we've got onto the podcast because we know you drive tractors a lot and out and about and want to do some listening to awesome content. We're there to pump you up. Listen to all our updates, all our videos. We're going to turn into podcasts. Everything we do, we're going to turn into audio on podcasts because we just think it's massive. So please go on and subscribe. We'd love to hear that you are doing so. So please reach out if you are. And then finally, we have all these farms available for you right now. You don't have to sit around hoping there's farms coming to you. We've brought it to you on a plate. These guys are retiring farmers, all wanting to step back, but put you in charge and set up some sort of ownership arrangement, whether it's vendor finance or you buy in over time, whatever. They just want awesome people, i.e. you, to contact them. So please check them out. They're 14 farms on the farm tab on their website. They're amazing opportunities. We would love to see you take them all on. So guys, hope you're finding this really interesting and useful. If you have had any benefit from any of these updates, please just send a message, send an email. If you haven't been in contact yet, I want you to. I want to hear from you. I want to talk with you. We're here to help you. Don't just sit back. Take your future into your hands. Get in touch. And I'll speak to you next week, guys. Cheers.